with the stripy scarf.
Yes.
Is he?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's him. Not to be confused with Colin Baker, who came after Peter Davidson. He just had very, very colourful. He had the Joseph Technicolor Dreamcoat.
Don't know if I remember that one.
I kind of fell out with
they've
it
lost
during the Sylvester McCoy years. But no, when Christopher Eccleston came back with it. I didn't like Christopher Eccleston as the Doctor. I was... he was either manically happy or manically angry, and there was no real substance to, you know, he's supposed to be this incredible eccentric genius, and I didn't get an ounce of that from Christopher Eccleston as an actor. I absolutely love and adore and respect, and I won't hear a bad word said against him, but I thought he was a shit Doctor.
Yeah, I think I watched a couple.
That's hard for me to say. And good old Swindon Girl, I'm with him.
Yeah, Billy Piper.
Ooh.
I don't know much about Doctor Who. I know the names of some of the people in it, but that's as far as my knowledge stretches, I'm afraid.
You knew something that I didn't.
What about the like we were talking about off air a second ago?
Yeah.
Saying I know it is a bit of a stretch, but I certainly think it's possible. Basically, for the benefit of our listeners, I was just telling Stu how I think it's very likely that the Dancing Hut of Baba Yaga is kind of the root inspiration for the TARDIS from Doctor Who. Because it's obviously for those of you who are aware, the Dancing Hut is a big feature in Slavic folklore. So I would not be surprised at all if it turned out that was kind of where the original idea for the TARDIS came from. There we go.
Super interesting.
Yeah. Well, speaking of things that are super interesting. Welcome back, listeners, to Tales from the 20 Side, a Pathfinder 2nd Edition Let's Play podcast. My name is Dom, and I'm your GM for this game and for many others, and I'm joined by Stu.
Hello.
I'm joined by Amy.
Hello.
And I'm joined by Asta.
Hello.
Welcome back, folks. We had a fun time last time, didn't we?
Yeah, we had an impromptu concert.
Yeah, it was great.
It was great.
It was great.
Rave. Proper rave.
Yeah, we even bled out our noses.
Yeah, if you ask Ravathiel very nicely, he knows a guy who can set you up with something a bit happier.
Of course he does.
I really enjoyed the last session as well, folks. Like that's those two episodes we've just done are really kind of an indication of why it's okay to go off book from time to time. Because I don't mind telling you, in that particular encounter, it's supposed to end in a fight to the death between the party and Ravathiel. But actually, sort of reading through that character and the other characters, that's massively narratively unsatisfying, particularly when it comes to Ravathiel. Because spoiler alert, I've already said it, but he is the most reasonable of the three of these individuals. So when Dela was like, I want to challenge you to a dance off, I was like, fuck it, yeah, let's have a go. Let's do something a bit different.
Yeah.
And now Dela's made a friend.
And I've learned how to play the flute. You know, it's been a really productive day. They
say necessity is the mother of invention. I think Dela's just proved that right there.
Yeah, I mean, we were a knife's edge away of going completely the other way, though. So it could have very easily ended up being a fight to the death. So I'm glad we avoided that and made a new friend, in inadvertent commas.
Isn't that the great thing about Pathfinder, though, is it allows... Well, I'll say tabletop RPGs as a whole, is it gives the players that total and utter freedom to come out with the wackiest, most batshit ways of dealing with problems. And there are still mechanics that will allow pretty much anything. It doesn't have to be, we don't have to be murder hobos.
No, you don't, and it's appreciated. It's appreciated because obviously, if you guys had been murder hobos, obviously, we would have never had that lovely interaction between Dela and Ravathiel, where you got having that sort of concert, and also there's so much stuff that you would never have learned.
That was like, I think we definitely benefited out of that deal more than they did.
Yes.
Also, I'm just saying, Raiden is staying very far away when you guys have to tell Baba Yaga that she owes the Sealy Court a favour. I'm gone.
But that was your idea, and you don't even want to go into the hut.
No.
We're going to have a discussion about that, I think.
Nah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Just got self-preservation instincts, that's all. He's just said that it might eat us.
Yeah. He did say that.
Yeah. But we're fine.
So this is
You're
a
fine.
Kentucky Fried Hut.
Kentucky Fried Hut. Don't think that would go down too well. That might be a bit chewy.
Yeah.
Being made of wood and all.
It's just like with its chicken legs. I keep going there in my head. Kentucky Fried Hut.
Is it just got 2 chicken legs, or is it 4 chicken legs? How many chicken legs has it got?
Two big.
I mean, I know that
big
makes
legs.
sense because like chickens have 2 legs.
Have 2 legs.
In my head, it had 4 legs. So
Yeah, one
makes
for each
it better.
corner.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I was picturing it. Interestingly.
Nah, it's just 2.
Nice.
Are the legs like on the corners or in the middle, on the sides, or underneath?
The best way I can describe it, like you saw these legs because the hut was kind of up and restlessly pacing. Basically, imagine a chicken, like a regular real world chicken, and now imagine that everything apart from the beak and the legs is a house. And that's the dancing hut.
So it has a beak then.
It does.
All the better to eat you with.
I was going to say all the better to peck your eyes out.
Well, at least
nice.
Arwen now has the opportunity to shout, "Watch out for its giant pecker!"
Oh dear! Wow.
And there's an episode title right there.
That's it.
I'll write that one down.
You broke me a bit there, Stu. That was. Oh dear.
I think I just felt my soul leave my body.
Oh dear.
Welcome, Raiden, to Tales from the 20 Side.
Yeah. That podcast thing we're doing that I've completely forgotten how to do it in the wake of that. Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Awesome. Right. Well. We've kind of done it already, but do you guys want to give us a quick recap of what happened last time?
There was a doolulu, and then a diddly, and a na, and now we're here. Sorry.
This bit of that bish bosh jumps a good one.
I mean,
yeah.
Amy, you're not technically wrong.
I'm really not.
It's just a bit light on detail, is all.
Yeah, that was my recap. Someone else do a better one. I was busy playing the flute.
Nice.
You were busy playing the flute, and you went. So Dela challenged Rocky. That's it now. It's Rocky to a flute contest.
I mean, you did say you were looking for a nickname for him.
Yeah,
Rocky.
Rocky.
My bro, Rocky.
And he's now commissioned us to murder his siblings to interrupt their rituals, so that he'll then drop his ritual willingly, so we can then get into the hut. But we're going to have to get back Najena, get past Najena, who wants to kill us as soon as she's freed, which is going to be a problem, but that's a problem for tomorrow, Alwyn. Yeah.
That's pretty good.
We're off to kill a sibling, the wonderful sibling of Oz.
Or to disrupt their rituals with the likelihood of killing them. But
yeah.
We're just sending them home. We're just sending them home.
Yeah.
We're putting them in a taxi and they're going home.
Yes. They've been out a bit too late. They've had a few too many drinks. You've got to put them in a taxi and convince the driver that then they're not going to throw up, and then they'll go home. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, we were just at a rave.
Yeah, there's a little bit of mental gymnastics going on in Alwyn's head over this at the moment, but ultimately, he's okay because it's not murdering them; it's just returning them to their dimension of origin.
And now, if Alwyn applies that logic to every other creature he comes across,
well, we'll see. He didn't want another telling off from Caden Kalian, that's for sure. But I think in Alwyn's head, as long as they are given the opportunity to stop what they're doing of their own volition first, we should be okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's all going to plan.
Yeah, definitely mental moral gymnastics going on, but... And then, of course, there is always the greater good.
The greater good.
Yeah.
You've always got to think about the greater good.
The greater good. All right. Well, that was a pretty good recap there, folks. Does Asta want to add anything to that, or are you happy?
No, I think that was everything.
Awesome. In that case, then, folks, let's jump back into the game. So, you've just finished your conversation with Ravathiel. He sort of said, go off, deal with his. When you come back, and his siblings have been taken care of, he will drop his ritual. Just one small correction, mostly for I think Asta's benefit as chief note taker here. The name of the Fae he gave you was actually the Baroness of Blue.
Got ya. Thank you.
Sorry, I was thinking about that as I was making my coffee. I was like, actually, the name I gave you, it's really shit. Let's make a new one.
Baroness of Blue.
Baroness of
Phoebe.
Blue. So, yeah. Perfect. So, with that in mind, you've just concluded your conversation with Ravathiel. So, Agents of Chaos, what would you like to do?
Chaos.
Are we going after the sister first or the brother?
So we've met the brother before.
Mm-hmm.
But
You've
not
met the brother,
sister.
yes. You haven't met the sister yet.
Should we stick with what we know first? Or was that a bad thing?
Okay. Yeah, I mean, we're going to have to deal with them both.
I wasn't there for that session, so I don't know what exactly happened.
He just spoke in riddles and...
You met him, I'm pretty sure. I think you met him before, like the session before you had to go.
Oh, just before. Okay,
Yeah.
So he's a riddle person. I like riddles. Let's go talk to him.
I mean, less riddles, more talking bollocks, I think.
Well, I mean, I can talk bollocks, so...
Yeah. But yeah,
I'm going to try
yeah.
sister. I could flip a coin for it.
Flip a coin.
Yeah, let's flip a coin.
Go on, Dela, flip a coin. What do you reckon? Odds, brother, evens, sister?
Yeah?
Yeah.
I don't have a coin, so I'll roll the d6.
Well, yeah, that's...
A 4. What did we say evens was?
Odds, brother, even sister.
Right.
Sister.
Zephy something. Let's go. That was this
It's a
way?
zeppelin.
And I'll point to the west?
Northeast.
Northeast. I'll keep spinning until Radin tells me to stop.
Just put my hands on your shoulders when you're pointing the right way.
Yeah, see, I knew.
Right. So, no bringing lightning or fire down on her.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah. Again, one more thing that Ravathiel would have told you about her when he was describing her to you is he would have said she's more of a martial sort. The difficulty is going to be getting close to her.
Right.
Just pile in and surround her, and Raiden, if you can stand on the sidelines and I don't know, blast her with magic, or
I will do my best. Admittedly, I may be a little limited without my normal chosen elements. I will get
anything
creative.
You can do to help us become sort of stronger, or
I mean, if she is not great with them elements, I mean, I'm sure there's objects around you can throw.
And I think I may have a spell I could use to make you a little harder to hit, but only one of you at a time.
Dela then.
I'll have to do it when we're closer, though. It's limited time.
Okay.
That might be better for you. We could just go see what's going on. What we've got to deal with.
Owen's going to have his rapier and sword out. Rapier and shield out ready.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, so you're heading off to the northeast. Is that correct?
I've gone
Yes.
down the Scotswood Road like.
What's your marching order here, folks? Kind of as you start to leave through the through the tunnel, Amos looks at you all and says, "If it's all right with you, I'm going to stay here. Make sure this one doesn't get up to any funny business."
Okay. Play nicely.
Yeah, I think he'll be fine. But yeah.
Again, translation: Dom does not want to play someone else's character.
Fair enough. Yeah, I think Alwyn will take point with Chardonnay.
If we, I kind of want to be like maybe a little off to the side because we're in the woods, right? So
yes.
I can sort of hide a little bit in the trees. I kind of
tree
just
line.
I don't really want to be in the main group in case we get spotted before I can do anything.
Yeah, no, that's fine. So certainly, what you've noticed with these tunnels so far, that these pathways through the trees are reasonably wide. They're sort of between 15 and 20 feet wide in most places. So you've got quite a bit of room to spread out if you wish. So Alwyn up front with Chardonnay. Dela, are you going ahead of the group, behind the group?
Ahead of the group to the left.
Ahead of the group and to the left. Okay. How far ahead do you want to go?
Maybe like a move and a half. So like max 50 feet.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So sure. So you're sort of scouting ahead of the rest of the party. Where's Ryden going?
I'm going to walk right behind Alwyn so that as soon as necessary I can cast the spell on him.
Yeah. Perfect. Okay. All right. So. Yeah, you're progressing for you start winding into this into the tunnel of the forest once more. As you look around you, the shadows and the tree line sort of seems to it undulates slightly, almost as if the forest itself is alive, or if you were inside some gigantic creature. You progress forwards through tunnel, and after another few minutes of walking through the trees, you see that it seems to widen out once again into quite a large looking clearing. There's a bit of gloom and sort of mist lingering around the edges of your periphery, but you can just make out that this clearing seems to split into two pathways, one heading in the northwest and one heading in the northeast. Dela, as you're ahead of the group, as you start to come toward this clearing, let's make a perception roll for me.
Okay. That is 22.
22, okay. So, as you are coming through into this clearing, you start to get in stark contrast to the smell of earth and soil that you could smell whilst you were around with in the area where Ravathiel was. You start to get the sickly sweet smell of decay, particularly that associated with rotting flesh, and you can see in the clearing ahead of you, probably about 50 feet from where you currently are, you can see what looks to be a collection of bodies lying on the ground.
I'll wave and make some awkward arm signals to try and convey what I'm seeing, which make no sense whatsoever because I don't know how to do that. But I'm sure you've realised behind me that there's something up ahead.
Yeah. So Alwyn, you see Dela sort of waving her arms, getting your attention as you're progressing forwards.
Okay, I'll start moving forward at half speed with my shield raised.
Yeah, sure thing.
Cautiously and keeping an eye out for what it is that Dela sees.
Okay. Yeah, so
is
you
it like a massive pile of bodies?
So from what you can make out, it looks as though you can make out sort of three bodies on the ground, kind of in the centre of this clearing. As you look a bit closer, and perhaps you creep a little bit further in, you can see off to your right hand side, just in one of the. I mentioned there are two paths. There's one leading off to the northeast, and one to the northwest. You can make out that there is what appears to be a fourth body lying face down in the northeast passageway. So yeah, Alwyn, you raise your shield. You don't immediately see anything threatening. However, as you get closer, you do start to see these same bodies on the ground.
Yeah, going to continue approaching, but very cautiously. Are they? They look human. Can I see any cause of death?
How close are you getting?
I mean, I'll just keep moving forward until I can see what I need to see.
You start moving forward, and initially it's a bit difficult to see. Like you start off, you can just make out that these creatures, these bodies are at the very least humanoid. As you start to get a bit closer, you start to see that all of these individuals appeared to be armed and armored. They're wearing sort of male armor, breastplates, that kind of thing. All of the similar colours and heraldry as you've seen on the Winter Guard. Certainly, as you get closer, you start to see a bit more of the scene. This seems to be a scene of carnage. There are weapons that have been dropped on the ground by these individuals. This seems to have been the site of a battle. However, there is no sign of the victorious party, whichever side that was.
How long does it look like they've been dead?
Do you want to actually sort of inspect them and have a look properly?
Yeah.
I've got your back.
Okay. So, Alwyn, you start turning over these bodies. Make a medicine roll for me. What's everyone else doing whilst this happens?
I'm keeping watch for Alwyn as he's doing this.
Sure thing.
Okay.
Ryden, you
attack.
doing anything?
I will stay close to Alwyn, but I'm going to keep my eyes on the two pathways in case anything approaches.
Sure. So it sounds like Dela and Ryden are just keeping watch there. So just roll perception for me.
15.
15 for Dela, okay.
26.
26 for Ryden. Okay, and Alwyn, what was your medicine roll?
For the medicine check, it was a total of 17. I rolled really badly, but I'm not going to use my hero point.
Sure, okay. Total of 17. So, as you turn these individuals over, they don't appear to be. They certainly don't appear to be fresh. Like, they've been here perhaps a few days. It's difficult to say. However, one thing you do notice as you turn these bodies over is that as you approach, the first thing you notice is that one of these individuals has a hole in its chest, kind of where its heart would be. You sort of inspect the wound, and you see that the heart itself appears to have been torn out of this unfortunate guardsman. And as you turn the rest of the corpses over, you find that they also have holes in their chest where their hearts would have been.
Do I know of anything that might rip out the hearts of its victims?
You can give me either an Arcana or a Nature roll.
Oh, either one is shit, but let's see. Nature's slightly less shit. Oh, with a natural 20 for a total of 23.
Mm-hmm.
As you look at these bodies, Alwyn, and you see that they all appear to have had their hearts torn out of the body. You have an idea immediately of what kind of creature has done this. You have heard stories of a horrific monstrosity of a creature known as a periton. Now, a periton has the front legs and body of a horse, the the hind legs and wings of a bird of prey, the antlers of a stag, and the head of a wolf. The Periton is a creature. They are generally so they tend to operate by themselves when you find them in the wild. However, you look around this scene of carnage, you see how efficiently these individuals have been dispatched, and you think there is probably a mated pair of Peritons hunting in this forest. And yeah, like as mentioned, they have a bit of a thing for eating hearts. They love the taste of a heart of a freshly killed creature. It allows them to relish the final moments of their victims. Sometimes some people believe that eating the heart of their victims allows a Periton to relive some of their memories in doing so. And as you have this realization, Alwyn, you start almost instinctively looking around. It seems that the three individuals on the ground here seem to have been killed outright, and the fourth that is moving off to the northeast appeared to have been running away from this scene. But as you have this thought and you have to think about what creature this might be, you start to look around you, getting the sense that you're being watched, and you look up into one of the trees just as a drip of blood lands from a branch on your nose. Roll initiative.
No, no. Come on, let's roll better than 3.
So for Dela and Ryden, I've already got your perception rolls there.
Oh, yes, I gathered.
A total of 24.
Where are Ryden and Dela at this point? Would you have been near the bodies, or?
I was still in like the tree line, back near the path. So I saw it and didn't move from there.
And I would have been sticking with Alwyn in case of needing to cast that spell. So I am probably stood right next to him.
Perfect. So, in that case, find a token real quick, because I had one and then I deleted it because I'm pretty smart.
Dela cracks out a flute solo.
Just starts providing musical accompaniment to everyone's impending doom. Right. So with that in mind, pop you down there. So as this all starts happening, Dela, you're about 50 feet away from the action at the mouth of this this clearing.
Yep.
Perfect. And so I can tell you. Acting first. So Alwyn, as you sort of are having all these thoughts about this Periton, you happen to glance up into the trees just as a drop of blood lands on your face, and you find yourself staring at the wide, hateful eyes of one of these creatures. And as they roll really well in initiative, they are acting first. This creature emits a horrific howl that reverberates through the forest, it leaps up into the air, sort of beating its wings as it does so. It flies, so it's sort of 20 feet above you, and you watch as the shadow it casts starts to twist and change shape. Alwyn, can you make a will save for me, please?
Oh, I can. That is a total of 23.
Total of 23, okay. So you watch as this creature takes off and starts to fly above you. You see its shadow starts to change to match yours, and then this is, you start panicking a little bit, wondering what's about to happen next, and then you find some resolve. You hold on to it, and its shadow stabilizes back as its own creature. It then is going to remaining airborne. It wheels away from you and starts to fly. Actually, no, it doesn't. It flies. It does mimic shadow. One action left. For its third action, it's just it just wheels in the air above you, once again emitting this horrific howling sound that chills you to your very core, Alwyn. Dela, as you watch all of this happen in front of you, and this creature howls out, you hear a second one of these creatures answer the same call from a tree off to your left-hand side. And it's going to do the same thing. It takes off. It flies above you, and once again you see its shadow begins to twist and change. Make a will save for me, please, Dela.
Right. That is a 29.
29. And again, you also see the shadow of this creature as it wheels above you start to twist and change to match your shadow. But again, you find some resolve and you hold on to it, and it returns to its normal shape. And once again, it starts to wheel over you like a vulture, Dela. Both of these beasts are a good 10-15 feet in the air. But that's going to end their turn for now. It's Raiden.
I'm going to stick to the plan that I had, and I'm going to rest my hand on Alwyn's back. Mm-hmm. And I am going to heighten cast Shattering Gem.
Okay. Talk to me about Shattering Gem.
So as I cast it, this large purplish gemstone kind of reflects the one that she wears at her throat. It begins to float around Alwyn in a erratic pattern. Each time a creature tries to strike Alwyn, Alwyn makes a flat check. On a success, the gem blocks the attack.
Nice.
The damage hits the gem. Any that remains after its hit points are reduced then goes to the target.
Okay, so it's like a barrier type.
Yeah.
Perfect. Very nice. So yeah, you cast Shattering Gem. What form does this gem take?
It looks like a giant amethyst, just a raw block of amethyst.
Okay, very nice. Very, very nice. You have an action left, Raiden. What would you like to do?
I would like to move away from Alwyn.
Move away from Alwyn, okay.
I'm going to move my full speed away from him, so
Right.
30 feet.
Okay. So are you moving back towards Dela, or are you moving somewhere else?
I will move away from both of them.
Away from both of them? Yeah, you can do that. 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, sort of creating a triangle around the two of you. All right.
And that's me.
That's you done, okay. End of your turn, Ryden. We're round to Alwyn.
Okay, now this one flying above me. How far above me is it?
It's 15 feet up.
Okay.
Kind of circling you like a vulture, but you can tell watching it, it's getting ready to dive.
Okay. First action, I'll tell Chardonnay to guard Ryden.
Okay.
So for the purposes of this round, Chardonnay just moves up next to Ryden.
Yep. What's Chardonnay's speed? 35.
It's something like that.
Yeah, you can absolutely do that.
Yes, 35. For a free action, Alwyn will drop the rapier
Okay.
and the shield. His second action, he'll draw the longbow.
Okay.
And his third action, he'll fire it at the creature above him.
All right. Roll an attack there, Alwyn. So the longbow has the volley trait, doesn't it?
It does 30 feet.
Yeah. So shots within 30 feet are a -2.
With that natural one, I'm going to use my hero point.
Oh, off to a good start.
Oh, that's better. 19 on the die would be 33, is going to be 31.
31, I can tell you, Alwyn, is a critical hit.
Yes!
Good start. See, said.
That's what we need. For a total of 11? Yes, 11.
11 points of damage, very nice. Good
Yes,
first
'cause
shot
it's-
there.
D8 doubled. I mean, that's actually pretty enough because I only rolled a 2 on the D8, but I got a 7 on the deadly D10.
Very nice. Very nice.
11
Yeah,
points.
a good shot. The creature shrieks out as you strike it with the bow. This sort of Icarus blood slops down from where you strike it. I think that's you done, isn't it? Yeah. Come on, Chardonnay. Draw the bow. Shoot the bow.
That's it.
So, okay. Which brings us round to Dela Thornbury.
Woo. I like to think that we didn't turn off the lights on my hat, so all this stealthing I tried to do was completely negated by my hat. But I'm not going to take it off. So, okay, so how far away is this bird? Is it in the same sort of situation?
It's 15 feet above you.
Okay. Now, with my throwing a dagger, I've got 10 foot there. So do I suffer a greater penalty over 10 foot, or is it I can't throw it past 10 foot?
You can throw it past 10 feet. So the way that range increments work, so 10 feet is your range increment. So you take no penalty within the first 10 feet. For every 10 feet beyond that, you take a -2 penalty to the roll.
Okay.
To a maximum, I think, of 5 range increments. So basically, you could, in theory, throw a dagger 50 feet. That'd be like a -10.
Okay. So for my first action, I'd like to reach to the necklace at my neck and pull out a dagger from that and lob it at the bird.
Yep. Roll that attack.
I got a 2 on the dice, so I'll use my hero point. And then I got a 3, so that was worth it. Plus 14, so 17 is the total, and then minus whatever you want.
17 is not enough. With the -2 penalty, it becomes 15. You quickly grab a dagger and throw it towards it, but it easily wheels out of the way as the dagger whooshes past it and then vanishes into smoke.
Yeah, it's not very good. Now, the second thing is I wanted to do my encouraging words.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's within 30 feet, so I'm actually quite far away from everyone at the moment, aren't I?
Yeah, so right now... you're 45 feet from Alwyn.
Okay. And
you're
Ryden?
50 feet from Ryden.
Okay. My movement is 30.
Mm-hmm.
Is encouraging words just one action?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Okay. So, is there if I was to move up to 30 feet, could I get in range of both of them?
I think you probably could. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yes, you easily can.
Okay, cool. And then I would like to use the encouraging words. Have I used this yet? I'm not
you've
sure
tried. It hasn't gone so well for you.
It hasn't gone through. Right. Come on, guys. We've got this. It's just a couple of birds. This is a diplomacy check. I'm just going to do it at a normal thing, I think. Let's do DC 20. Can I do that?
Are you an expert?
In diplomacy?
Yes.
Yes.
You are, then you can
I
do
am.
that. Try for DC 20.
Alright. Come on. Oh, yeah, I did. I rolled a 19. So that is a 22.
20.
No, 32.
A 32 is a critical success. So, let me read this feat. Train the better in diplomacy. Target ally lost hit points, that's fine. You give an ally within 30 feet a quick pep talk, helping them bolster their resolve.
Cool.
Attempt a diplomacy check.
So they get
on a success
2d8.
2d8 plus 5 hit points. So roll 2d8.
This is going to Alwyn, I guess.
Sure thing.
Because you're in direct combat. So d8, that is this one. 2 and a 7. So that's 9 plus 5
is 14. Very nice. So Alwyn,
Okay.
as these creatures burst out of the forest and start harrying you, you fend one off. You shoot it with the bow, and you hear the sound of footsteps running behind you, and you hear Dela calling out in your calling out words of encouragement in your direction, it makes you find some strength and some resolve. You feel pretty good about yourself having received that, Alwyn. You gain 14 temporary hit points.
Okay. Does Chardonnay?
No, it's a single person. I mean,
Okay.
Dela can try it. Dela can try again next turn to give it to someone else if she wishes, but Alwyn has 14 temporary hit points.
Use them
Okay.
wisely.
14 temporary hit points. That has come at a good time. Alwyn. It's a bit injured to start with. Thank you.
Same.
So that's it for Dela. You threw the dagger, you ran, and you shouted encouragement to your allies, which is great. It does bring us back around to the Peritons. Okay, alright, so the creature that was wheeling above Alwyn, it wheels once more around you. You see its shadow shift and shimmer. Alwyn, make another will save, please.
A dirty 20, but I've just realised, are we still benefiting from the heroism?
Yes, you are.
Okay, 21 then.
21. You are very lucky because the DC of that effect is 21. Once again, you see its shadow shift to mirror your own, and again you steel yourself, and it does not take that form. And You will watch as it losing interest in you for just a moment, Alwyn, as it screeches once more. It wheels around you and will fly in the direction of Dela. Dela, I need the same thing once again. As this creature passes over you, you see its shadow shift and change. Make a will save.
Oh no! My will is weak. That is a 16.
16. Even with the benefit from heroism, that is a failure. And you watch as the creature passes over, its shadow changes to become your shadow. And there is something just a little bit chilling about this. You feel it's at the very least it's very, very strange. It's after it's done that, it wheels around once more and it lands on the ground in front of you, gearing up to make a strike. It's the other creature is going to do much the same. That also circles over you, Dela. Make another will save, please.
Okay. That's better. That one is a 30.
A 30 is a success there. So again, this creature tries to do the same thing, but is unable to steal the form of your shadow. Either way, it then it comes to land directly next to you, and you see it starts off. It attempts to gore you with its antlers. That is a 17 to hit against flat-footed. They have you flanked.
That misses.
Misses, okay. So it wheels above you, tries to mimic your shadow, lands on the ground, tries to gore you, and you duck out the way of it. That's going to end its turn. Raiden, we're on to you.
To confirm, how far are the two creatures away from me currently?
So they've just kind of swarmed around Dela, which means they are 5, 10. So Dela is currently 25 feet from you, and the creatures are kind of one either side of her.
Okay.
So if the question is, are they both within 30 feet, the answer is yes.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to cast Electric Arc and target both of them.
Okay.
So a arc of purple lightning leaps from my hands. Hopefully will strike one of them and then the other. It's a basic reflex save.
Perfect. So I'll roll the creature Alwyn has injured first. Reflex saving throw. Dirty 20.
Where is my spell save? There it is. The 20 fails.
20 fails, okay. And the second one, that's a 19, so both fail.
Okay.
So roll your damage.
That will be 18 electric damage to both of them.
Wow, okay. 18?
Yes. Rolled very well.
Bloody hell. Awesome, yeah. This arc of lightning zaps across both creatures. You got an action left?
I'm going to move to put a little more distance between myself and them.
How much distance do you want?
I'll go 10 feet.
10 feet. Okay, perfect. Okay, that's you done. It's Alwyn's turn.
Right. How far away is Dela from Alwyn?
Dela is 25 feet away.
Okay. first thing I was going to do is going to drop the longbow. And his first actual action will be to pick up the rapier.
All right.
His second action will be to move. So if I tell you what I want to do ultimately is to command Chardonnay to get into a flanking position with Dela, and Alwyn wants to get into the other flanking position with Dela.
Yes, you can. I think you can do. Yeah, you can do that. That's fine.
Okay, that'll be my
which
goes then.
Do you want Chardonnay or yourself to be closer to Ryden?
If there's a free choice, I'll say myself.
So yourself closer to Ryden, Chardonnay further away. Yeah, you absolutely can get that murder conga going.
That's it. But that will take all my actions to get us into position.
That's your entire turn. Dela, we're round to you.
Alright, well, I've got 2 flank targets next to me now, so I'm a happy
You have.
So, I will draw my rapier, because I haven't got it out yet, so I'm trying to throw a dagger. And I'm going to stab... Is the one between me and Alwyn the one that's been hit by Alwyn first?
Yes, the creature to your right between yourself and Alwyn has an arrow sticking out from under its wing.
Yeah, I'm gonna attack that one with my +1 rapier. Ooh. So that is a 30.
A 30 is a hit. Oh, actually,
Nice.
Flat-footed creature.
Flanked.
Yeah.
It's a critical hit, Dela.
Sweet with the sneak
See,
attack.
all the
and
dice.
the deadly D8. Wonderful. So do I double everything bar the 8? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so that is 30.
30?
I
Fucking
rolled
hell.
5, 5, 2 on my D6s and a 6 on my D8. Doubled. Did double the 6. No, wait. Yeah, no, it is 30.
Okay.
No.
That's
Yeah, no, it is.
good to know. Good to know. Heavy wound as you strike that creature, Dela.
Oh, yes.
I think I definitely should have been applying some templates to these, but never mind. As Alwyn rushes in, it's distracted for a second, and you stab it and you strike it as you do so. You've got an action left.
Awesome. I've got 2 actions left, have I not?
One action to draw the rapier.
Oh, yes, good point. I'm going to attack the same one again.
Mm-hmm.
That went so well the first time. It's not going to go so well this time. That's like 16.
16 is a miss. This time it sort of twists round and knocks you aside with its antlers as you do so.
Cool. That's me done.
That's you done. We're round to the Peritons. First of all, the creature between yourself and Alwyn, having taken your shadow as its own, first thing it's going to do is it attempts to gore you with its antlers. With a natural 20.
Oh,
Liberating
no.
step.
At least we didn't name these guys. Oh, don't laugh.
Okay, I can tell you, Dela, this is going to hurt.
Okay.
This is going to hurt a lot. That is 12, that is 14, that is 21. That's 42 points of damage, but wait, there's more. 47 points of piercing damage as it rams its antler straight through your chest, Dela.
Reduced by 8.
So that is...
That's a total of 39 points of damage.
39, so... 9. Okay, I'm still up.
Still up, just about. Good. So as it buries the antler in your chest, Dela, I need you to make a will save for me.
Oh,
this is an emotion effect. I think you have something that applies to that, don't you?
It does, but I rolled a 1, so it doesn't matter. So if that's a will, it's 13 total.
Okay.
I think it ups it, so I don't know whether that counts if it's like a critical failure, if it just bumps it up to a failure, maybe.
So that would the 1 would make it a critical failure. However, in this case, there is no additional effect on a crit failure. However,
Okay.
as this horrific creature slams its antler through your chest, you have a moment, Dela, where you glimpse your own death, and this frightens you. You are frightened one.
Oh, not surprised.
Here we go. That was its first action. For its second action, it then leaps towards you with its jaws, and that is a 25 to hit.
That hits.
That hits, okay. You take a further 17 points of slashing damage as its fangs rake across your body, Dela.
I had 17 hit points left. I'm down.
Okay, so as the creature lunges in, it gores Dela once through the chest, tears at her throat with its fangs. Dela crashes to the ground. The creature lifts its head to the sky and howls a blood-curdling howl as it starts to look in the direction of her chest. And that is where we end for tonight. Tales from the 20 Side is a Feagle Films production in association with Juicy Falls. Music by Alexander Nakarada and editing by Stu Jackson. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and Discord by searching Tales from the 20 Side or by visiting talesfromthe20side.com.
Career as a flutist has just ended. Oh dear. That was great. Right, I'm going to save this. So I don't know
as it is.
Fun.
Wow.
So, I should have given them templates.
Yes. Don't punish us for good strategic work.
No, it wasn't the strategy. It was the rolls, man. Like, I don't mind telling you that crit by Dela basically did like half of one of those creatures' hit points in one go. That's why I was like, I should have put some kind of template on this, but maybe it was I was too hasty in saying that.
It got its own back.
Should have put the gemstone on Dela.
Yeah, but they're never going to attack the nicely shielded target that's obviously impervious to stuff, are they? So, yeah.
That's it. Well, they are vicious predators. They act as predators. And they decided that Dela was their tastiest target.
Yeah.
Small, they probably think she's a child.
Possibly.
Now I'm unconscious.
Well, I suppose we'll have to wait till next time to find out if Dela's heart's really in this.
Oh no.
Dela's heart might not be in Dela for much longer.
Oh god.
Exactly.